Your Soul, a podcast of Madison Christian Church in Madison, Tennessee. We're talking about
your soul
and trying to figure out how to go through life well. Today we're talking about several different parts of your soul, or different things your soul does.
Letter 16. Which part of you to use when?
For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1.
Dear soul, that's you.
My son and I were trying to construct a small project in the house for my wife. I figured out how to do it, or so I thought. Somehow the tool couldn't make the pieces go into the right spot. This was all figured out and measured. Thinking didn't solve the problem even when I had the right answer. Why didn't thinking work? I tried for a while and failed, and I was getting discouraged. What am I supposed to do? Then I got mad.
Yep.
I just shoved the piece into place without thinking.
You also jammed some metal shavings in your finger.
You may have done the same kind of thing. In another situation, the same action would have broken something, and I was ready to break something, but this time it worked. Thinking had failed me. Brute stubbornness did the job, with anger.
Which parts of yourself do you prefer to use more than others? I would like to imagine that thinking is the right way, that the mind should rule. Other people have the will as their favorite soul organ. Still other people use their emotions for jobs. Conscience, gender, could do better.
Well, which is it?
But these are short-sighted approaches, including my own. They don't work. Sometimes the mind is the right organ for the job. Sometimes the emotions, or the will, or the spirit. Sometimes the body, the conscious, the dreams, the culture, or friends, or things not mentioned in this series.
For example, suppose it's time to pay your bills, and you need to budget your money. You would like to buy something for yourself, but you ought to spend that money on more important things. Now suppose that an hour later, you and your friends are making music, making jokes, laughing, having great fun. If you are serious and thoughtful both times, bills and fun, you miss out on pleasure and friendship. If you are fun and goofy both times, bills and fun, you suffer financially. There is a time to function one way and a time to function another way.
Should the passions run your life? Should your mind be in charge? Or your relationships? God gave us all these functions of the soul and more. Why wouldn't we want to use all of them? That means sometimes use the mind, sometimes the will, sometimes the feelings, the conscience, the spirit, the gender, etc.
I'm not used to this. When should I think and when should I not think? When should I listen to my will or not, or my emotions, and so on?
I don't know except to say, use each of them as much as possible.
Well, of course. We use our feet for the street, and the stomach for food, and the lungs for air. If we get those functions mixed up, the result will be silly, if not disastrous. No one organ is used for everything in the body. Why should one function of the soul apply to everything?
This episode is a short reminder to make full use of your whole self, not only your favorite part, so that your life can be more balanced and more powerful. Why use only one tool for everything when you have many tools?
Many years after the project, the metal shavings, they're still in my finger, remind me of that lesson. I'm glad I learned it.
For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven.